Hey guys, today I got a salmon fly pattern for you. This one's called the black silver tip. Now this is a pattern that came by request a few years ago. According to several fly fishermen that I've spoken to, this is a fly that gets overlooked quite a bit. So I figured I'd do a video on this one for you today. So we're just going with your traditional salmon fly hook here in a size 8. I usually tie this one in a size 10, but I'm going to use a 8 because I find it's a little bit easier to see in the videos. Alright, just going to start, of course, going to belt off a little bit of thread. Should be good right there. Trim that off. So first we're going to do the tag, and for the tag we're going to use some flat silver tinsel. We're going to have this tag fairly long. Snip that off there. Alright. So our next step, we're going to tie in some oval silver tinsel that we're going to be using for the rib afterwards. Tie that in, let it sit there. So the next step, we're going to tie in some black floss for the body. I'm just going to tie that, and I'm going to start wrapping back. And then all the way forward again. So now we're going to tie in our rib. It's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, for our next step now, we're going to tie in some black schlappen. I don't know if I'm ever pronouncing that right or not, but we'll go with that. Okay. So the next step is going to be the wing. So the last and final step. Now I did switch to a heavier thread because for the wing we're going to be using moose hair. And moose hair tends to be very slippery. And in addition to that, I also added some wax, of course, to my thread so that it really grips down on that moose hair. So we're just going to tie that in like this here. You really have to give it a nice snug, hard pull, because like I said, it will slip out on you if you don't tie it in well. So like I said, make sure you use that heavier thread so that enables you to put a little bit more tension on it and use some wax on the thread as well. Alright, so we're just going to finish this off here now, just with a couple more wraps of thread. Make sure it's secure. And whip finish. Now, we're just going to make sure we trim off any hair that's sticking out. Okay, I always do several steps on the head of my salmon flies, but so first we're just going to add some head cement here. Don't be afraid to add plenty there, make sure it soaks down good in the through the mousse here and that, right? Okay, we're going to let that dry now, and then we're going to add some black head cement. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but you can always thin out your black head cement and it'll soak in just fine, but this is how I prefer to do it. I always use the clear first and then used the black head cement. Here we go. So it's just one more step now, this fly will be done, but we need to let that black head cement dry and we'll put on a clear coat. So here we go, now it's the final step now. It's a bit of a clear coat. And we're done. So that's it, guys. That is your black silver tip. Another easy and effective salmon fly pattern. Now I can't tell you from personal experience, I've never caught a salmon on this fly myself, but mainly because I've never used it before. I was told it's a really effective fly, and as a matter of fact, the first person I tied this fly for by request, one of the biggest salmons that he ever caught in his life was caught on this fly pattern. So when it comes to, you know, salmon fishing, I always listen to the guys, of course, that have been doing it a lot longer than me, and you know, you can't be afraid to try something new, of course. So anyway, guys, again, that's the black silver tip. Get out there and give it a try, and hopefully you have some luck. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.